It's Brittany, bitch, and I'm back in the form of a new company, GC Cars. Okay, not gonna make this one. Welcome to GC Cars. My name is Eric.
And I'm Jesse.
And this is the 2024 Mini Cooper S Convertible Seaside Edition, and it might just be a hot hatch in disguise.
Or a go-kart in disguise.
Oh yeah, actually it's that small. There's also not much you can disguise, so it could technically be a go-kart on it.
This isn't a walk around, it's a two-step around.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the exterior as per usual. So this is the Seaside Edition, has some fancy bits and bobs, mainly Caribbean Aqua.
This does look like Caribbean Aqua.
It does look very, like,
It's
I like it.
Again, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's a British, that's a British joke, I guess, because this is a British car.
Oh, cup.
Not my cup of tea, but it's not a...
Yeah,
if
like,
this was in a black, I think I'd like it a lot. I
Right.
know I like black.
I mean, we've just had the Challenger, which is a bit more mine. It's kind of like going from Oppenheimer to Barbie here.
Literally, this is Barbie, yeah.
It is kind of the Barbie car. But I think, like, it has style. It looks cool. It has like this 30-year thing, just like we have on our key. I'll show some B-roll for that.
White accents, which basically are a theme on this car.
Exactly. You have that pinstripe. You have like the special badging.
I'm not a huge fan of the rims.
You know,
They kind of give off like an EV vibe to me. I don't know.
me neither, but I give them that they're unique.
Yeah.
And it's a Mini. And the back, we got our Union Jack taillights. And what's actually kind of cool is like the twin like exhausts, because it's
Which
actually
kind of sound actually decent.
Yeah, we'll see. That
We'll get to
sounds
that
actually
later.
kind of good. But yeah, should we take a look at the interior maybe? Well, it's not much to take a look
You
at.
can kind of
but
just jump right from the back into the front, I think.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I just want to. I don't have anything to scratch this with, so.
That'll be a $2,000 repair bill.
Oh my God, this is not very elegant.
Oh, wow. He almost went for a ride, guys. Whew. I'll just go in the normal way. Like
Dukes
a
of
regular-
Hazzard.
God, this is tight.
All right, inside the Mini Cooper convertible.
What I call the mini interior.
Yeah, it's very mini. So mini, in fact, there's literally like nowhere to put anything.
Basically, if you're a swipe right on Tinder, you're too big for this car.
Wait, I don't even get that one.
6 feet plus.
Oh.
Come on, Eric, get with it.
I'm 5'7". I'm trying to not think about that.
5'7" with like heels on.
Anyhow, the Miata was very impractical. Remember that? Somehow they beat this.
I have PTSD.
Somehow this is worse. So we have a center. We have a glove box. Cool. And then we have a center console, which for some reason can flip up. I don't know why. Maybe so you can access the controls.
But wait, we have a wireless charger. I mean that's awesome, right?
Except for that doesn't fit anything. Like nothing modern even fits in there.
Maybe like a Generation 1 iPod.
That could fit in here. Can they wireless charge though? Probably not.
Maybe an iPhone Mini would fit in here. Maybe. I mean, iPhone Mini,
My
Mini
parking
Cooper.
permit fits. And that's about that.
I mean, it'll fit in a parking spot.
My wallet and my phone have to live in the cubby in the door, which is not very ideal. And yeah,
Seats are like mid.
seats are kind of mid. They look cool. I love this,
that's
and we
nice.
have the little badges everywhere because it's like the special leather. But they're all manual, and you have your lumbar is this twisty thing which you have to like twist forever, and it's actually quite a lot of effort. Mediocre comfort on those seats, I'll be honest.
And touch points.
God, it's plastic. It's
I mean,
plastic everywhere.
Right here, there's a soft touch point. Eric calls this soft touch. I don't call this soft touch. I call this like
it indents like a 1/16 of an inch.
it's like
It's not really soft. It's just not as scratchy as some of the other plastics inside here. The armrest itself, honestly, it's too small. It digs into everything, and like everywhere my knee goes, also is like
a hard
just
touch point.
Hard touch points that dig into my knees. It's not very comfortable. It's kind of quirky. It looks cool. Like they go for this retro kind of style, and just like
I mean, the gauge cluster is like a matte, and it gets washed out in the sun.
yeah, like if they could give it like a little hood, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind the styling of it. It's just like it gets washed out.
And then we got the 8-year-old heads-up display. I had that in my 2014 Mazda.
Yeah, it's not the most modern.
And then this, which looks cool.
So this is throwback, right? Because Mini used to have the gauge cluster and all
course,
that
yeah.
here, and just like the very first Mini, and actually all the stage, you know, the coaches that were drawn by horses in the Victorian era in London. This also doesn't have Android Auto, and it's not like they just, you know, wasn't possible. They have wireless Apple CarPlay. I just thought, you know, screw all Android users. So I have to take my phone in 2023 and stick it into the cup holder. to navigate. Guys, come on, man.
So this does look cool. These lights change depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
But this screen is one of the smallest infotainments I've ever seen in 2023.
It's a fairly small screen. The infotainment is not very intuitive whatsoever. Once you kind of get around, it works.
And like when you have your backup camera, this small screen splits in half to make it even smaller.
At least it's a good quality camera.
It's good.
But our HVAC, I don't think there's a way to sync it. I tried to Google, and even the forums suggested something that didn't
I mean, the
work.
car's so small, you're synced already.
Yeah, like I don't know how they even do dual climate in this.
But on a positive note, I do kind of like these switches.
Yeah, these switches
They're
are cool.
kind of retro, cool.
Top and at the bottom, they go in both directions.
They're cool.
They're actually really cool. Like, it is totally like space and comfort-wise. Like,
Oh, what about the turntables?
okay, so I got disclaimer. I think this is on the way out. This BMW used to do the same, and it's gone. So I'm assuming when this comes in a new generation next year, it's hopefully gone. But this, to indicate left, I'm pushing this down all the way, and it goes back up. And to turn it off, I gotta push it halfway. If I push it full, it doesn't move. If I push it up to the right, it goes in the right. It's very confusing. Like often, honestly, I find myself changing lanes and then noticing, oh, I didn't even indicate, because you have to push it a certain distance, and it's kind of weird. And same for the, like, windshield wiper. It's just,
Talk about reinventing the wheel, literally.
the stocks work. The way they always were used to work. Why do you change it, guys? Okay.
German engineer, right, Eric?
German engineer. A second, oh,
Oh God, don't get me started.
does it exist?
First of all,
Is it a mirage?
when he sat back there, he said that he found he was sitting upright. When I sat back there, I feel like I'm sitting forward. Like it's so upright.
Honestly, I was generous. It does feel like you're kind of like sitting like this. There's no space on the left and right. You're literally cramped. Don't have really any space. I mean, children can fit in there.
There's no good way to say it. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of not really a 4-seater. It's a 2-seater plus emergency.
And you got one cup holder, so you can share a drink back
You
there.
have one cup holder, and moving on to the trunk. It's kind of funny.
What
it
trunk?
opens. First of all, it opens like outwards. It's like a pickup.
Which
like
is cool because you
tailgate.
can sit on it,
Yeah, up to like 176 pounds.
which makes sense because if you're more than 176 pounds, you're probably not going to be in this car anyway.
It's probably just gonna flip the whole car if you try. If you try, it doesn't break. It just flips the car backwards.
The whole car should say 176 limit.
Yeah, right. But yeah, because you gotta get the convertible top in there, right? It's kind of limited, so it's like 5.5 cubic feet of space, and you can put down the second row seats, which is kind of nice. So it does give you a bit more usability. It's a Mini at the end of the day. I can't give it too much crap for being like it's Mini. It's a Mini. It's in the name. But yeah,
But speaking of the trunk,
and the top.
we do have a convertible top here.
Right. So we do have a convertible top, which is kind of neat because you can actually open up like halfway, so
For
it's
like
like
just
a sunroof.
Yeah.
And then it goes all the way, and you can do it up to about 20 miles an hour, so 30-ish kilometers an hour. So sometimes they're like 5, so you just kind of have to lug along. This is something you actually do in city traffic.
This way, yeah, you can flex on the haters in city traffic,
Flex
you know?
on the haters, and it does always look kind of cool when you do that. I'm not going to do it now because we want to keep it open because it's so nice. So yeah, we've been a little harsh on this, but unfortunately at 50K we do expect a few things.
And at the end of the day, we're not car salesmen. We're
No.
car
The
journalists.
hard truth.
A lot of
Hard
guys,
journalism.
A lot of guys just butter up
GC
these
cars.
cars. They just butter up the manufacturers to get all these nice
We're
cars.
like as important and as daring as war journalists, essentially. You go to Aleppo,
We're putting our necks out
I
there.
go to Hockley. Speaking of Hockley, let's go driving. Maybe it's not all bad.
See if we can burn some rubber in this thing.
Oh yeah. All right, out in the Mini Convertible. Let's see how quick it goes. It doesn't really brake torque much, but once you go, it kind of goes. Put in a manual.
Not too shabby. Yeah.
That's nimble.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's definitely fun to be had in this car.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is not a Mini Cooper convertible, and it's also not summer anymore, as you might be able to tell. Unfortunately, we lost the main file of our driving review, so we're just going to give you a quick thought, just a quick summary like this. Yeah, starting off.
We had a lot of fun with the Mini, actually. It's like a little go-kart, and so much so that when you put it into sport mode, the little image is a go-kart.
Yeah, it is actually a little go-kart. It's kind of funny. And we were actually thinking, because that's only the mid-trim, right? Like, how much fun to drive would be the Mini John Cooper Works, like the full version.
Yeah, it boasts what? How many more horsepower is it?
It's like, I think it's closer to like 240 or something. So it's a big step up, and with the chassis and all that. That being said, it wasn't all perfect. Like, it was fun. It wasn't all perfect, though, especially for the price if you compare it to like an Elantra N. You know, the Mini wasn't as engaging to drive, and my biggest gripe really was the tires. The Goodyear Eagle F1s were just way too capable for the car. For us to actually be able to like go to like somewhat of a limit or where it becomes engaging, like you only had 181 horsepower.
Right.
Until you reach that speed, you had to really work for it. So I would have definitely, if I owned the car,
The John Cooper.
yeah, either that or downgrade the tires because they're way too capable for the car as is.
A few things that we noticed from a daily driving standpoint that kind of bothered us for the price point was, first of all, no blind spot monitoring, which don't really know how that's
Yeah.
a thing. Combine that with zero visibility out the back once you fold that rooftop down. It's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Also, the suspension.
Yeah, the suspension, I mean, yeah, it's sporty, but like it wasn't really super compliant. And that's at a point when we're looking at a car that costs just over $53,000 Canadian. It's like, it just becomes really hard to logically justify because all the elements of the Mini Cooper can be had for less money
Yep.
in a different car or in any combination you want for the same price, but better. So like you look for luxury, BMW X1, a very similar car. Yes, it's not quite as go-karty,
Yes.
but it actually similar levels of fun, great luxury. You're looking for pure engagement, Elantra N. Like Elantra N just straight up. And you're also gonna have more storage and all of that. So it's just hard to justify. But the Mini is a lifestyle.
For me, the only way to justify the Mini is if you need a Mini.
Yeah.
Like if that is your car, you love the way that it looks, or it's nostalgic or something, that's the only reason I could justify buying the Mini.
Yeah, I agree. It's a statement, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a lifestyle. It's an extension of your character. And if that's what you like, there's a couple of cars like that on the road.
Yeah.
Then by all means, go for the Mini. You're certainly not going to dislike it. It's a fun car.
It is.
We enjoyed it. It's just not for us.
No, I would agree.
With that being said, we hope you enjoyed the review. Despite this cold ending, we have proper reviews on our channel. Look them up. They're going to be on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.
If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.